Last week, one of my clients contacted me, sharing with me his CFE bill, his most recent CFE bill, and he wants to be able to compare that with what was on his Enphase monitoring to make sure that it all gelled. So in this video, we're going to take you through step by step exactly how to do that. My name is Roger Sherman. This is EcoCentro. So most clients would be delighted to get a bill for 0 pesos. However, you still want to understand what's going on. Now, on these bills, there's a lot of information. And one of the most important things is to figure out the date range. So as you can see, it says periodo de facturado, in this case, 26th of June 2024 to the 27th of August 2024. And we'll match that in our monitor. I'm going to show you how to do that. The next thing to understand is below this big green bar here, we have 2 pairs of readings. When you have a regular CFE bill, you don't have 2 pairs because you have a single reading meter. Bidirectional reading meters are going to read what you're exporting to the grid and what you're importing from the grid. So the first line is what is being imported from the grid, in other words, what you pay for. So here we have a difference of 626 kilowatt hours, and then reading 2 was the amount of power being sent back from this site to the grid, in this case 1716. So that was higher than the amount that was imported. So it doesn't do the math for you, and nowhere on the bill do they say you've got this much of power in your energy bank, but it is there. Okay. However, even though that this client used less power than he used less power than he made, my apologies, there is a standing charge equivalent to 50 kilowatt hours. Now in the 1B tariff, that comes out to approximately 53 pesos or so, plus the DAP, which is your contribution to public lighting. So around 55 pesos. What happened in this particular client's case is they have a credit with CFE, so that was taken out of the credit and they ended up with a 0 bill. But normally this would have been a bill of about 55 pesos, more or less. Okay, so we're now in the monitoring of this same client. And we're going to go to energy, which is one of the 4 icons at the bottom here. And then we're going to go to the top where we see the time scale that we're looking at. And here we have day, we can switch to week, we can switch to month, year. But what we're going to do is go to a custom, and I've already put in the dates that match the CFE bill. However, if we clicked on here, you can see that we can easily change the start or end date. And once you've done that change, make sure you click save and then apply. So here it is. So basically what we've got here is we've got how much we consumed in the middle, which is 1.5 megawatts. Remember that a megawatt is 1,000 kilowatt hours, so it's roughly 1,500 kilowatt hours. And the solar production was 2,600 kilowatt hours. So the net result is this client exported more than he imported, and therefore he had a net export of 1.1 megawatt hours, approximately 1,100 kilowatt hours. So remember that the Enphase monitoring runs from midnight to midnight, whereas the CFE bill, we're not exactly sure what time of day they're making the readings. But if we look at this bill, we have an amount imported from the grid of 626 kilowatt hours as opposed to 612, so very, very close, and an amount exported of 1,716, and here we have that it was 1,700 or 1.7 megawatts. So again, extremely close, and remember the Enphase are going to round it off when it switches to megawatts. So this is a very, very good match. CFE uses different models of bidirectional meters. The most common model is this one, which is called IUSA, and the readings are quite simple. You have the main reading in kilowatt hours in the middle, and those are the larger digits. But to the right, you'll see this 1.8.0. That refers to reading 1, and the one that says 2.8.0 is reading 2. Now there's no buttons on this meter. Basically the readings just scroll from one to the other. So if you're looking for this, just be a little bit patient. It will change from one to the other. If you're trying to take a photo, sometimes it's easy just take a video, and then you don't miss those readings as they come up. But it's a good idea to take readings on your meter as well as looking at your monitoring, so you can compare the two. So as we've seen, this is a simple process, and your monitoring allows you to pick that custom time, so you can actually see and compare what is going on with CFE, which is a great feature. One of the things that may happen is you're looking and your consumption is perhaps higher than you thought it might otherwise be. And one of the features, and we've shown this on other videos, but I'll just show it again here, is if we go to these bottom 4 icons and we go to the one that says status, you'll see we have a thing called live status. And by clicking on this, we can actually look at a live feed of what's happening with our system at any one given time. Okay, sometimes it is a bit finicky and takes time to connect. Oh, there we go. So in this particular case, we're now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is much lower, and actually we've got a bit of intermittent cloud, but basically this system is producing pretty much what is being consumed, and so there's nothing going on. Oh, there was a little bit of export there. So as the sun came out, the production went up, the consumption stayed the same, and so we're exporting. So this is really nice. So you can literally walk around your home, turn appliances on, see how much the consumption increases, and then when you turn them off, see how much it decreases, and it can give you an idea of whether it's consuming what it should, or perhaps it's over consuming because maybe there's a problem with that particular appliance. So there you have it. That's a way for you to use your monitoring with Enphase to check your CFE bill. We hope you found this useful. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much.